because he's not like a Morphling picker particularly. You could run the Spectre. I don't think that really suits his lineup, though, to be
No, that
honest.
takes too long. That takes too long.
Exactly.
Jug, I know, is very popular, but Jug is one of those vanilla heroes. He's good at everything, master of none, in my opinion. And also,
Yes.
you typically would like to pick up a Magnus if you're going to go with Jug. So what's another hero that's a Hector hero that fits this?
Gyrocopter could still be picked up. He's not the
That's
worst
true.
against the Void.
That's not awful. I don't love the Gyrocopter, but there's not much left. Oh, baby! Theola Techies. They're looking to get the tilt on, and I like it.
I told you. It's legit. This hero is legit. It's going to be the next position for top competitive support. People are starting to realize his power. W Zayak knew this when they were playing in TI with Navi. He's like, this hero is actually pretty good. And now playing gaming with Teal Licor, like, guys, I think this hero is actually competitive. He's viable competitively, and I think he is. I've been saying Techies is actually kind of broken for a while ever since the movement speed change. It might just be true, Moxie. The era of Techies is coming.
Oh no, not like this. Oh my god. Actually, I'm pretty excited to see how they're going to work this. And also how much of a mind game this starts to become, right? Because Techies is one of those heroes. And again, they're not super tanky on the side of Beast Coast. You've got the Leshrek, who's pretty squishy. Nyx Assassin, yeah, he can kind of go around here, but you need a lot of range shares to be able to, take down these mines, to be able to, do the dewarding and whatnot. So I will say, though, on the side of Beast Coast, they do have the advantage of vision, right? Because you've got a Winter Wyvern who, when she goes into her, what's it called? Arctic
Burn.
Arctic Burn. Thank you. I was like, Arctic Splinter Blast. Nope, that's a totally other thing, Moxie. You need to take some more medication for your fever. She gets the flying vision with that. Nyx Assassin obviously can kind of creep around, and the Bloodseeker Bloodright, I believe, does give some vision on the ground, but it's still going to be difficult for Beast Coast to play around this, and I really like this pickup.
Yeah, it's true. I think actually Techie is pretty brutal against a Bloodseeker in general. It's definitely going to be, because Bloodseeker just runs at you, right? He's not really concerned with the mines most of the time, and then all of a sudden you're just running at a hero that's really low on HP, and boom, Bloodseeker's gone. Usually plays with low HP as well, so sometimes a single mine or a stasis trap well placed can screw him over. This really bothers you, and you don't have the Wraith King pickup, which is one of the better counters to Techies.
What about a Naga?
That's wow. That was weird. Now I was about to say that, but I don't think
we got the link going on, Alvaro.
But yes, that's actually think Laga. He is fantastic. She's a fantastic pick. I don't know if they play her though.
Who doesn't play Naga? Even I can play Naga terribly, but I can play her. These guys, I'm sure Hector plays Naga. There's no way he doesn't.
Yes. Yeah, no, you're totally right. I mean, yeah, I think that's actually a really fantastic pickup. Good against Techies, doesn't deal badly against the Void. Song is fantastic in general. You have great counter initiation with her. I really do think that's the pick, honestly.
Well, let's see if we're 400 or 200 IQ and we get this, but it's gonna be an interesting fight for sure. I think it's gonna be very, very scary for Beast Coast right now, though, with the way that they're gonna ban out the Monkey King. That's usually a Chris Luck hero. Ooh, yeah. This is this is a formidable draft coming out from paiN Gaming. Although, you really shouldn't listen to me, chat, because last game I was totally wrong. But for my discerning eyes right now, I would say that paiN Gaming has a very good lineup.
They have a really good lineup to play on with the Techies, actually. Like, Will-O-Wisp sets up mines nicely, or the Blast Off. Kunkka 2 does so does Tiny. Even actually, Techies mines is pretty good with a Corona, honestly. So... I thought the lineup was around Faceless Void, but it's actually just around Techies. That's what they're playing against.
They're playing around Techies. Oh, Lord. That's how long we've been in the scene, Alvaro. We've lived long enough to hear us say they're playing around the Techies.
We're back in TI5, man. That's where we're. Yep. I don't know how Beast Coast's going to answer to this, to be honest. Now that they see a Tiny. Even now, the Tiny also is pretty good against the Naga, potentially pick up.
Moment of truth.
So it's Hector on the Bloodseeker. Okay.
I don't know how to feel about this. I like the idea of having a save, right? Because Chris Luck, as long as, Hector's running full tilt in the middle of everyone along with Nyx and Lesh, he's going to be able to sit back, collect up that int, and then drop hammer. Also be able to save if HFN gets a really nice chrono, but it's a lot more difficult, I have a feeling, to execute this on the side of Beast Coast. This is really going to show what they can do, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, the OD pick The one thing I'll say is that it does beat the Tiny in lane, or should beat the Tiny in lane most often, right? So that's one of the points where Beast Coast at least can delay paiN Gaming's lineup to some degree. He is pretty good against Void because of the, like you mentioned, the save is fantastic against him, but of course you can also get caught in the chrono. I think the chrono is actually not that big a concern. A lot of ways to deal with it. But the Techies mines, you also needed a ranged hero to deal with Techies mines because Bloodseeker and Assassin weren't. It can be good. The OD is pretty good against Kunkka as well when in the mid game because you can also save them with that. I think it's actually a really solid pick. The only issue is though Bloodseeker carry against a Techies, against a Void. You're gonna have to go. I hope he goes for the current build played in Europe, which is maxing the blood rate first to dominate the lane first, hoping that Kunkka just is forced out of the lane and then try to beat the Void there and just play a really early game. Don't let Techies slow this down.
I'm sorry. As you guys know, we are on a delay because the official DPC rules state that you have to have, I believe, a 5-minute delay. But it just popped up on my screen when they picked the Techies, and I'm reading the chat, and I just see someone just mashing on their keyboard. I just started laughing. Yeah, that's how we felt too, guys, for sure.
Did he just say, "Where's the Tech Liquor"? I didn't know they was called that. That's a fantastic name for it.
That is fantastic. Yeah, I think we take that for the future.
Oh, for sure. We're stealing that.
For
Sorry,
sure.
Thank you.
We will give out the shout out to Liquid Hogos for now, but now it's ours. Thanks, dude.
Exactly. Teolicor is a massive Techies fan. He loves that here. He will spam the voice chat lines as soon as the game starts.
Yeah, I remember him saying like, I was expecting a mushroom cloud. God, I can't talk now because I'm so... God, I can't wait to be well again. Value your health, people. HFN throwing out that respect to Teolicor. Look at that. They're all like, yeah, this is our trump card. You thought your brood mama was good? We got a Techies player.
I think there's a new kind of toxic tips I've seen in South America, which is when you tip your own team when you know they're really good. There we go. Whisper joins in. Whisper's also tipping Teolicor. He wants to be part of paiN Gaming right now.
Well, I think it's really cool, like, the amount of respect that these guys actually do have on the side of Beast Coast is that the first event that they qualified for LAN, they were so excited. They were taking selfies with, like, the other pros, and, like, they're like, oh my god, did you see that? That's, that's Kuroki, because Liquid was actually in the building, too, doing their boot camp. And I thought it was really neat, because that's definitely how I felt when I first started casting. And I was like around the other like tier 1 cast. I was like, oh my god, OD Pixel just said hello to me.
Sorry.
Super excited. But we do
Lost
have one
my voice too early. Can't even laugh properly at that. But yes, I can imagine that. Yeah, I mean, did you see in the game between Beast Coast and Incubus, the first line they start the game and Beast Coast, no, one of the Incubus players, which I'm assuming they're friends with, goes, I'm gonna destroy you guys, and Beast goes like, be still, kid. We'll teach you. Like, it's in Spanish, of course.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, how rude, guys. And then they literally did get destroyed. It wasn't even close. So it was very nice. You start the game with that. It seems like it's a chiller atmosphere, and it reminds us it's a game, right? You're playing for your livelihood, really, to some degree, but it is also a game. You have to enjoy it. It's part of the reason why you're a Dota pro and not like a software engineer or something like that.
Boy, tell that to some of the talent that I play with. Oh my god. It's a game. You should have fun. They will disagree with you 100%. Or they'll just throw out the, well, winning is fun. Oh god. I love these guys, but I can't play with them. I cannot play with them. Every other point is fine, but it like ruins the experience for me. So they will scout out this lane. Oh yeah, they do. 100%. They're wonderful human beings, but I just cannot play Dota with some of these guys because it just makes me so unhappy that I want to rage quit because they're so mean.
Wow, man. Well, I wonder if all talent is the same in all esports.
No.
Just a Dota thing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. But some of the other talents that I play with are perfectly lovely. They're wonderful to play with. There's just a couple that is like, yeah, not for Moxie. Not for Moxie.
Well, and with that nice, genuine start to the game, let's see how the lanes are going to go.
Official cast of the SA Winners Bracket Final here, guys. Totally professional.
Well,
all right.
It's certainly entertaining. So right now we're going to see a game where I find the most important matchup here to be the OD versus Tiny. Think here, if Chris Luck... I've actually saw an OD versus Tiny matchup earlier in the European qualifiers, and it was brutal. We actually saw the OD losing the lane, and that felt terrible. But if the OD manages to win this thing, you stop the main space creator in this team, which is ADR. And with that, you actually have a lot more time to work with for Hector to actually farm up on the Bloodseeker and for Teolikar to be effective.
I think it's going to be very scary because if Tiny starts to, you know, forgive the expression, if he starts rolling, he really will roll over the enemy team. Like, this is one of those heroes that it's very similar to TA in the fact that if you get a couple of these early kills, it's going to be a big problem later on for you because you're just not going to be able to catch up and get that. But bottom lane, already some pressure being placed on 444. He has that blinding light. Schofield doesn't have the impale, but Whisper does have the right clicks.
Well, and they get the first blood. Good start for Beast Coast, also for Whisper. When you play Leshrac Whisper, he plays it a bit differently. He's definitely a hero that's trying to get kills early, put pressure. Not so much relieve pressure from his carry, but just try to play as aggressively as possible and even take a tower if possible. It works nicely with Schofield Snicks as well, because he does like using those impales and committing suicide as soon as he's out of mana.
Now, all eyes here on this top lane, as you can see Stinger trying to push back, but there's a lot of damage coming out from these two fellas in this top lane.
Oh, let's just taunt out the torrent. The Stinger's like, I just want to evade it, but it wasn't. There was no torrent there. They're playing with Stinger's mind.
They are indeed. Teolikar does have the blast off back up. So if he can find Stinger, they might be able to get themselves a kill here.
Or maybe just Hector. He's not
Hector.
using it just yet, though. He did have Blood Rage on, so I think that blast off would have killed.
It takes a little time to wiggle forward, though, right? You got to get the scooty booty going.
Exactly, the scooty booty.
The scooty booty.
Yeah.
Very technical term here. I'm sure I lost half the viewers for saying that. Moxie too fluffy. Omega lol.
I don't know what that means. Omega lol?
Yeah. Oh wow. All right.
Stick with the scooty booty. I'm an old person when it comes to memes.
You are nowhere near as old as I am, child. My sweet summer child.
Well, Teolikar will commit suicide. He does do the scooty booty there for just to do nothing. I actually don't know if that was on purpose, just to come back to the lane early. It could have been, frankly.
Well, I think also it provides like a sense of panic, right? In this top lane, they have to be careful they don't sit too low.
True, yes. But they do have Thirst on Hector. I think the early Thirst points is actually just because Teolikar might play really low on HP. Because you miss Blast Off, you're already on 50%. Just need a couple hits and he's down to Thirst level.
That is true. So, that is true, completely.
I think that's also why he doesn't go for Blood right early. I don't know if that's because he's copying his friend Chris Luck's build. And he's not going for the more traditional carry Bloodseeker, or he genuinely just wants to counter the Techies. But we'll see. For now, Teolikar is not having the most impact this lane. A bit of harassment, that's it.
Well, again, it is Techie, so it's one of those things where you wonder, you know... Ooh, middle lane. They've got a double damage rune over here on Chris Luck. He will force 40R back, who doesn't have a bottle filled at this time. And he is sitting fairly low, so... Hector's got to be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I think that right now Hector just gets a nice little amount of creeps. He is actually winning the last hit war ever so slightly against the Void. Void's not having too much trouble though either. It's really hard to beat either of these carries. They're both very good laning carries. So Void and Bloodseeker are probably just going to have a last hit trade war. The Kunkka though is doing a bit better than Whisper as well. And now we'll see Teolikar start to really mine the field.
It's up and running. Definitely have to be careful of that, but we'll try to take this camp. It seems to be working out pretty well for them. Bottom lane, you can just see HFN and Schofield just playing peekaboo the entire time in this lane. I think they've gone back and forth quite a few times. There's the blast off again. Another denial. Well, you know, if you're gonna die, you might as well cause damage to the enemy team, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think the denial is that bad because again, you come back into lane as long as you have a TP active, it's fine, right? Usually the idea is that you buy something before you die to make sure you don't lose any gold, and you just come back into lane and you're ready with full mana. But Teolikar now rotates mid, where he's gonna put some mines probably near the runes too.
Did he bottle for the tiny? Yeah, he did.
He did, yes, he did. Full bottle. So again, excellent. Fantastic.
Very good. Bravo.
Chris
look at that steal by Schofield! Perfect impale, and they did manage to get off of that blinding light, but he wasn't looking to hit anyone. He was just looking to get that rune. Very nicely done. And
he just finished the Stinger up with last hits. Like, the Techies actually last hit a Winter Wyvern to death. Never thought I would see the day. Ring of Basilius really makes him stronger.
Look at Hector. He wants this kill. He's like, come back here, you little Techies.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Get the experience, but shared bounty.
At least he gets the experience, right? Could be worse. Could have just suicided and they could have got nothing.
No, it's true. It could have been worse, but it feels bad because Hector I know is the efficiency god. You know, when he does these things, Exert always wants to be as efficient as possible.
I think that's
definitely
every
want that
Dota
last
player ever wants to be most efficient as possible, right?
Yes, yes, true. I find that some guys are more concerned about it than others, though. Some are more of the creative type. If you watch OG, I think there's a lot of the creativity, the juice is flowing there, right?
I
I
think
think
that's an
Exer's
understatement. A little bit of creativity. These guys are making weird stuff happen, and I love it. Schofield spotting out over here, 444. We'll just give him a little love tap. Nothing too wild. Another double damage rune is available top. Already Chris Luck making his way over Adriano. He wants that rune. The Olacor jumps forward, gets the silence off, and they'll be able to go and secure the double damage. And Stinger needs to be careful here. He needs to fly away, I think.
Yeah, they see the rune though. They want the mine. What did they? Does the mine not trigger if you're flying?
Apparently not.
Wow, that's the first
That is
time I know
something
that.
I've learned. Bottom lane, HFN's taking a decent amount of damage here from Whisper, but of course does have that Q. Can time walk himself out. They'll manage to get a nice stun though over here onto the Caudle. 444 sitting a little bit low. But Whisper's pretty much out of mana at this point, so he can't do anything beyond that.
Yeah, but they are managed to put a bit of pressure on HFN, and they're starting to notice the difference, right? Between Bloodseeker with 38 last hits, 30 on HFN. It's not much, but it does show that Whisper at least is doing something here in this lane. Even though Lelis is more concentrated on farming, though, he definitely just trying to take last hits, annoy Hector.
Telecor getting that last final snipe in to cancel out the healing salve. Very, very nice.
The range on Techies is kind of scary, actually.
It's really ridiculous. I've played a right-click Techies build because, you know, why not? And I got a Dragon Lance on him, and it was just absolutely stupid. You barely do any damage, but you definitely can shoot from a very far, far off situation here. Chris Luck? We got a toss if they want to use it, but it's like they're not going to bother with it at this time.
On the love for wait, Chris Luck, why is he back to farming? Avalanche toss and they kill him.
Don't
yeah,
know.
That was... Okay.
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
deserve a tip. I'm sorry. That's a head scratcher right there.
That's odd. But yeah, on the love train for Techies that we were on before, I just want to add the fact that the Ring of
Whoa,
Basilis
you're
changed.
on the love train for Techies. I'm not.
Yes, yes.
I'm just
Okay,
stating
yes,
the thing that happened.
I'm a filthy Techies lover. I'm not ashamed to admit it. But this hero with the Ring of Basilis now, that's been moved up from like I think it was like 5 damage to 6
Oh,
and 8.
baby.
It's fantastic for this hero. It really adds up damage to you. It's much like the Lina. It actually makes you a viable support. Crystal Maiden, Lina, these heroes benefit from Ring. So does Techies actually, thanks to the range. So, you know, just point to debate about how great this hero is in this meta.
God, you should talk with Slacks. You guys get along so well.
You know we share the same birthday? No joke.
Do you really? Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
yeah. For a long time, I had him on Skype, and the only conversation I ever had with him was "Birthday, buddy, happy birthday," and that was it. We exchanged at every birthday.
Aw.
It was lovely. Yeah,
That's
lovely
nice. Yeah. Well, no, not for
very
playing
nice.
Dota with him. X-Max is not coming out here on the top lane. They've got their eyes on Hector, and they will be able to land it with the follow-up with Adriano. He's here with that Tiny. We'll be able to slow them down just a little bit coming out with Stinger, but Stinger only level 4, and in fact, you already see that Schofield making his own rotation to the top. So they'll be able to save Private Hector here, but they're still going, actually. 4DR, the toss-up over on this Winter Wyvern, he is toaster strudel. Now Schofield, he's gonna be dove, I have a good feeling here, as 4DR hunting through the trees. He manages to find him, does have the Spike Carapace if necessary. Will be able to break the ankles just a little bit. He's holding on to it. He's gonna get bounced back, throws out the Impale. They'll follow up. There's Spike Carapace like we talked about. There's 3 heroes here in this top lane. X marks spot Torrent, and a little boop coming out here from 444. Will be able to finish him off. Hector needs to be careful too. He's farming in a very close vicinity to this. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, but he does have Rupture now, so I think he might be looking for a quick kill. 444 just found Hector, leaves down a ward. Rupture's ready. He doesn't have vision though. Oh, almost.
Oh, Stinger. Stinger might die to 4DR yet again. In fact, that seems to be the case, as Lelis will be able to collect this kill this time around.
I don't think that was the right Astral. I think he should have Astral like Winter Wyvern. Maybe he didn't have a range to get to him on time.
Ooh,
But he could actually kind of turn it around. What is big?
Whisper got himself a haste rune.
Oh,
And he's chasing after
okay.
HFN. He's already taken the tower. Can he find him, though, is the question. Look at him. He's going around the trees. He just gets a little love tap by HFN. He says, get out of here. The Olacor, though, going to TP himself back home, fill up on that mana. And he gets himself the Soul Ring.
Okay. Soul Ring for Techies is quite important, as now you can just go around the map just laying down mines with the Ring of Basilis as well. Really helps you out. I mean, last time I think we saw the Techies was like a Techies coddle, I want to say, and I don't know if that was the paiN or it was a different game that I saw with Techies this qualifiers, but it works really nicely. But with Soul Ring enough, you don't even need to go for Arcane Boost nowadays. In fact, a lot of Techies go for Tranquils instead because it does give you the extra movement speed, which is much more valuable. It's what all the top Techies guys are doing. And he's going to start mining down the map now, making sure that whatever Hector farms is going to be a bit dangerous. Once he gets the Stasis Trap, he already has it, so he's going to just put that down and leave that together with like 2 proximity mines around. And any melee core is really screwed over against that. Like, for example, right now, could be Schofield. There we go. That's the combo.
It's a lot of damage that just came out here. And this is the other thing that I really like about the Core Techies is the fact that they're able to shore up the jungle going for HFN here, because that's a problem, right? Before, they knew that they constantly were going to be placing pressure on HFN. So by having this Techies, it makes them more scared to walk around the jungle. They need to make sure that they have someone who's ranged and that they have sentry wards. And unfortunately, they really need this Winter Wyvern to kind of get some levels up and be able to, you know, protect these cores. So she's not going to be able to go and walk through the jungle and be able to get those dewarding off.
Yep, exactly. And now that I've seen the Winter Wyverns and trigger ward or mines with the Arctic Burn, it's even harder for her to deward because the one skill that gives you vision, which is how you would deward mines usually, makes it difficult. Because you can only take down the roam mines, that's fine, but the proximity mines stay around. That's very annoying for Stinger. For now, they are managing to play around their jungle very well, though, and the farm is still very high up for all the Beast Coast guys, but it is going to be difficult when they want to try to play a bit more aggressively with this.
Bottom lane, they managed to find the kill on HF, and I think I heard an Atos completed? Yeah, Leshrek has the Atos online, so that's going to be very scary for him. Still pretty scary for the side of Beast Coast to walk around in that jungle, because you don't know where those mines are being placed, but it is going to put some more pressure down on this Void, because what does he have right now? He's going for the Maelstrom, and he's got the treads completed, so top lane? Should be able. Oh, at the last second, 40R gets the avalanche off. X marks the spot. Gonna be able to dodge the boat damage, luckily for him. But there's still plenty of people in the vicinity who would love to get this kill. Winter Wyvern is coming in, though. Stinger turns back around. He's got the Winter's Curse. There's gonna be the Chronosphere coming out. They'll be able to use the Cold Embrace. Can they get this off? Can they get the Winter's Curse off in time? It's not looking good. He turns back around. Does manage to hold the Faceless Void into place here as they get a Rupture off over onto 40R. 40R, he's trying to move himself into the tree line. They're buying a little bit more time over here for Chris Luck. HFN, though, time walking that damage right off again. They should be able to find the kill onto 40R. He'll get taken down by a Splinter Blast, as now the rest of the team, do they go for a dive here? It's feeling like they really want to. They need to be careful. There is a shrine up. There's like 2 fights going on. Here. Yeah, they're going after 444 over here. You can see that Hector was considering going after the Kunkka. But there's the discipline that we talked about.
He saw the creeps as well, and Hector was like, guys, actually, this co-kill thing, not so valuable. Let's go farm more. That's Hector after all, right? You know, he loves that. And he is being efficient with his farming time, which is good. They're taking down towers. Whisper's being effective, but
they almost managed to get the drums for Kunkka. Like, if they were a second faster, that drums would not have gotten delivered on time. So they only took down Courier, the Courier, the wards, and the TPs, I believe.
They still have the gold for the Courier, which is pretty big, though, actually, for the supports.
Yes, for sure.
And they shouldn't be too sad about the Stinger trying to run away, though. It's typical Stinger play, actually. He divides himself from his team, creates space. He's actually going to be able to TP. Wow. Fantastic. They chased after him. It was weak. Now, however, Nyx, you can't spike Carpus of mines. There's a second mine. Goodbye, Nyx destroyed.
Oh, the Will-O-Wisp! The mine. They pull him back in. The X marks the spot. Followed up with the Torrent, the toss up into the air. That's a very, very dead Nyx assassin, and it's going to be a very dead Chris Luck, too.
You know what's real desperation when you try to impale a mine? That's the I'm done. What is this hero? I hate him so much. Oh, that was hilarious. Spike Carpus doesn't return the damage or stop you. It's really annoying. And that means that paiN Gaming, they'll be getting 2 free kills there after what was a pretty bad engagement. Take down the OD, especially, so important. I will say though, I do like the build on the OD for now. He has gone for Veil Discord here, Chris Luck, and that helps him farm up the lanes a bit more efficiently. It gives him a nice amount of armor, which is pretty useful against most of paiN Gaming's lineup. And just a nice mid-game E item, so you can create space for Hector being the real farmer here. Going for the Maelstrom just to farm a bit more quickly, and also be able to take down team fights. Now next time in BKB, that's going to allow him to deal with the Techies. Also a lot of the other heroes, but mainly the Techies, really.
I feel like Techies is just like paiN. Oh, look at these cluster over here. That is going to be so upsetting when someone just minding their own business walks through and just gets blown up. That's like so tilting. Middle lane though, looks like they're going to try to make some moves over onto Whisper, Avalanche, and a boat coming through. And they're cleaning up. paiN Gaming, they are looking so good now. It feels like they finally fit their stride. And it makes you wonder how much they're tilting on the side of Beast Coast too, right?
Yeah, Beast Coast is starting to realize that they can't just walk freely. They're starting to lose their cool, and this happened last game as well, right? Now Stinger, though, could set up for a nice kill here on the Tiny.
Yeah, they went and they've opened
It is
up.
a mid-Tiny.
They need to fight. All right, there it is. They've got the Astral.
Astral.
They should be able to get this kill. I'd be very surprised if they did.
Yes.
All right, so they do
And it
manage to
even goes
take down
Hector.
40R finally.
So this is ideal, because Hector gets the kill. He recovers a bit more. That's Rupture level 2 as well. If he wants to, he's level 12 or 4, 10, 11. No, actually, he went for 1 extra point in the Blood, right? But he will have Rupture level 2 soon. And closer to his BKB, went for Yasha for farming efficiency. In fact, he's going to finish Manta style first, which is going to be pretty useful at evading some of the mine damage and getting rid of the roots. Actually, pretty hard counter to the Techies. If you're a melee core, Manta style, one of the best things to deal with the Stasis Trap right now. He's just your concern. You're not really concerned about HFN. He's doing fine in terms of farm, but he's not really been a threat. And there's not much to be done in Chrono yet for you to be concerned about that. Let Whisper deal with him. Let Chris Luck deal with him. You just concentrate on not dying to the mines and farming more efficiently. Okay, not losing their cool yet, Beast Coast.
No, yeah, I do really love this Techies pickup, though, for the side of paiN Gaming. And I feel like this is something that actually Beast Coast could use in the future if they're interested, just because it's making so much space. It's making them so cautious. They have to be careful. You're spending a lot of assets making sure that you can pick up those sentry wards. Before every push, you need to have a pack of sentry wards on you. 100%. And the placement, too, coming out here, he's found some really nice spots, right? Like this one over by the mid tower. It's not directly in front. It's behind the trees, so they might be able to get those remote mines actually off before they deward them with a sentry.
Yeah, that's true. Now, Stinger finally doing the job we were talking about earlier. Trying to take those mines, but he's playing so safely.
You've gotta.
Just barely has the range for this. Finally gets the proximity mine. Oh, no. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so that's one of the mine stacks he got rid of. It's just like 15 more that he needs to do the same thing with. At what point do you consider a gem this game?
That's really, really tough, because usually, you know, you want to get maybe a gem on the Nyx Assassin, but he's melee. Like, that's the scary thing, so he has to have a compadre to go along with him. Like, you can't just send him off by himself to do any sort of dewarding, because he will die. And I don't think they have that just yet. I feel like there's a lot of pressure right now being placed on Whisper's shoulders, making sure that he's taking towers, taking objectives, but also avoiding, you know, getting blown up.
Exactly, because your pathing is limited when there's a tech. You said it's the threat of, is there going to be a mine here? This is really tilting. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
But none of these guys still have a way to deal with it. And like, Whisper went for his usual build. He went for Atos. It's a good build to be aggressive, but the lack of Yule Scepter means that you are vulnerable to these mines placements. Whereas Yule Scepter would have saved you a bit more. Oh, they just did the Schofield, by the way, bottom lane. But now they're not going to follow this. I just deal the color. The more mines he puts, the bigger the map is for paiN, for the farming map in general. And the smaller the map is for Beast Coast. Hector is kind of limited just to farm in his own jungle. For now, they've been keeping up, but Chris Luck will start to fall behind if they're just concentrating on Hector. Stacks and stuff are really important right now, so you can actually make more out of your jungle.
Look at the way that they're playing around Hector here in this top lane, too. You said that he's very, very limited in where he can go. They actually smoked up behind him, placed some wards down. They're just trying to keep this jungle as safe as possible, but it's a lot of time and resources being dedicated just to make sure that he can farm.
It is the right way to go, though. It's exactly the right way to play. It just sucks that they have to do this. But obviously, this is the way you secure farm on Hector. Top lane, by the way.
Yeah, look at the TPs come out immediately, and Whisper just says, oh my god, I need to leave. Beautiful Winter's Curse, but it's not going to work in time to save him, as they will be able to go get the X-Mars off over onto Whisper. Will-O-Wisp is going to get dropped. Again, I guess you could say that this is space, but Whisper definitely does not want to be here at this time, as he still just throws out the Atos. He doesn't want to allow the Void to get this kill, and he's surviving for a fairly decent amount of time, as we will lose Stinger. Whisper is actually still alive. He's bottling through it. He's got those raindrops. He's doing a lot for him, but in the end, HFN will find the kill. And if you look on the map, you can already see they're trying to make use of that space. You saw Hector, he's been pushing the mid tower. You can see the OD has made his way to the bottom lane. They're like, all right, we had how many people go and teleport over here? Oh, the blind one. He was hoping. Can they turn it back around? He misses the impale. He might be able to get this. Oh, there it is. The Olacord chuckling his way right over back to that bounty rune. And the tip from HFN.
Schofield feels terrible at that. He managed to just barely evade the remote mines that were in the bounty room, but in the end gets caught out by the Techies. Placed remote mine right there. But that was a space play, as you were mentioning. It's really good, actually. Bloodseeker got a lot of space from that, and so did the OD. In fact, I think it's more important for Chris Luck, because when he's splitting the farm with Bloodseeker, you really need to have that space to actually get the secure farm in your favor. Just have more time, essentially, because they do have a really solid late game if they just get the items on. And it was an okay play by Whisper. He wasted a lot of time, wasted a Will-O-Wisp as well. In fact, there was a lot of commitment from paiN doing that. And they're still falling behind in terms of net worth. The two cores and beastcoast still are winning this net worth battle.
I'm interested to see what the go time is, though, for the side of beastcoast right now, because it definitely feels like paiN, they're firmly in control of this. You know, HFN, he's farming pretty well. Obviously, you know, you look at Hector, he's doing excellent as well. But it just feels like they're doing better with the resources on the map currently on the side of paiN Gaming. When is go time for these guys? Is it just finishing up the BKB on Hector and then you start going, or what's the case here?
First,
ooh,
I think the other core is... Never mind.
Assassin. Nope. He tried, but he isn't going to be able to do it. Man, the Yellow Core is just so good, but they will finally be able to grab it. They go and they use the Winter's Curse just because they don't want to deal with his shenanigans anymore. They'll give the kill over to Hector.
That's a commitment for him and a half. Mid lane, they're also fighting a bit here. I think Chris Luck has a Blink Dagger. They use a Rod of Atos. They might still catch 4 for 4, though.
I don't think so. I don't think you want to go into this. This is 3 heroes over on the side.
Yeah, you're right. They have Will-O-Wisp, too. Yeah. So... Yes, I was thinking, I don't know what time is online for Chris Luck. He's going for Scythe of Ice. Maybe that's when
the mines! Oof, that was close. That was really close. I still think this is a dead Whisper, though, with the toss-up. Yeah, that's out of here, and they'll follow up. They've got the Astral. This is still a dead OD. He doesn't even need to use that Chronosphere, I don't think. Yeah, they throw him back in. He's just right on the cusp of that Will-O-Wisp. The S marks the spot, comes out, placing him right back into the loving arms of HFN. Very nicely done on the side of paiN Gaming.
Wow, paiN might actually take this with the Techies nonetheless. Honestly, they're playing this well. Hector hasn't joined these team fights yet, though. Once his BKB is up, he is going to feel secure enough to be able to join them.
Is he going to be able to do enough, though, is my question. That is my big question here. Because the rest of them feel like they've elevated pretty fast. Or escalated, rather, for lack of a word.
I don't know. It's okay. Pinmuckle will tweet about this later, so it's all good.
No. That's something else. That's, what is that?
Exponential growth, yeah.
Exponential growth. We're not talking exponential growth. Don't worry, JJ. Don't worry. We haven't made that boo-boo yet.
My favorite tweet, though. I love it. I love that point. So computer sciencey. But Faces Void, I think, will cancel Bloodseeker, as you mentioned, no matter what he has. Like, even with the BKB, you just chrono him, right? Bloodseeker needs to tank up a bit more. He did go for Manta style for stats, but it's still not good enough. SNY would have helped him a bit more to survive that chrono. You need both your heroes to be online, but unfortunately, it can just be Hector. And he can't really carry your team with a Bloodseeker. That's just not the nature of the hero.
No.
So, I don't know. It's tough because paiN can still win these team fights. They haven't committed big ultimates like Chrono yet to these team fights. They always have the Ghost Ship ready. They have the Will-O-Wisp as well. They can play around this. And they just control the tempo of the game. And that's so tough to deal with if you're playing Bloodseeker. Because you want to be the tempo controller. Never want to be the one that's reacting to the enemy team shenanigans.
I'm very nervous, too, because on the side of paiN Gaming right now, they got 2 BKBs online, and that is the kryptonite of an OD player. If you've got those BKBs, it's very difficult to get things done. So yeah, you can have Hector run in there with his face, but he runs in there with his face, and he's not going to be able to do that much. He's just going to immediately get, you know, chipped down by the amount of damage they got going on. Does have that BKB like we talked about. He's going to go try to find himself this Tiny. Does manage to find Adriano. Doesn't have a BKB online just yet. Drops down the Blood Right. X marks the spot, pulling him right back into the Torrent. They don't have any mines set up this time, so that is the saving grace. Schofield trying to do a little bit of scouting over here on the side. They should be able to take down this tower, and I like that they went and they used those Manta-style illusions to go and find any sort of stasis traps as they're making their way into the jungle now.
Yeah, they can take down they can de-ward a bit now and get a bit more farm from the enemy jungle. Now just find the mine stacks, though. They're playing Minesweeper here. They find one of them. But there's like 3 or 4 more here. Also, there's some mine stacks that are put in kind of random positions, which is the best way to play Techies, when the enemy team has no way to guess where your mines could possibly be.
Absolutely.
Just put them all over the map, and the idea is to generate chaos. It's not so much that... it's like a Puppy quote. Remember when he said that the idea of black hole is scary or more powerful than the black hole itself? It's similar with Techies. The idea of mines being there is more powerful than the mines actually exploding on someone. It's just, you put a mine there. Oh, all of a sudden half my HP is gone. What just happened? Why? And you have mines in random places. They're deterred away from farming efficiently. The carry loses concentration. And Hector needs it. He has those farming routes really, really scheduled, planned, analyzed. And when you mess with that, You really mess with this farm too.
Oh, you can see they want to get that vision. They should be able to take this tier 2 bottom, though, now on the side of Beast Coast. Well, force out a fort, but they're actually going to make their way over into this Roche pit. So they'll lose a tier 2 in exchange for getting themselves a Roche here, which I think they're okay with. I think they have to play like pickoff style. I think that they can't win a 5v5 if they can get... And even then, though, right? Because they're playing with the Techies.
Yeah.
Like, you need to make sure that Techies isn't there. You need to make sure, like, +1 isn't there on the side of paiN Gaming, because I'm not sure that they can take a full-on fight with those BKBs being online. In fact, look at this. Hector goes to deploys that Manta. The jump forward, though, they have a sheep stick online. That's big for Chris Luck. I didn't realize he had that yet. Aegis immediately gets taken down. That's beautiful. Adriano, though, tossing right back in again. They managed to get the rupture off over onto Adriano. They'll drag them back. That Winter's Curse, that BKB ain't going to do anything, baby. Not right now. You're going to just stay there and hold put, and they're still looking. They have the Chronosphere up and running. They want to go back in again. Hector chasing after Lelis. They managed to get the Atos off again, and there's going to go. They'll drop that hammer. Not going to be able to quite find a kill just yet. It's kind of a peekaboo back and forth a little bit now. Hector, he wants to go in. He wants to at least put some of this tower damage down. They've already used some of these BKBs for it. Are going to jump for it again, toss them up. Guardian Grease will buy them a little bit more time. And just like that, Beast Coast, they take down the Aegis. I didn't see Chris Luck pick up that sheep stick, and boy, did that make a huge difference.
That was the reveal. I mean, honestly, chills, Mox. Chills. That was so well executed, that team fight. Perfectly stopping the Void. They knew that was the threat. You have to stop HFN. Okay, Scythe of Ice first, fantastic. You take away the Aegis. Okay, he comes back, then immediately stunned out. He gets the BKB off because you couldn't get the blood right. Oh no, what do we do against this? Well, Winter's Curse set up perfectly, stopping paiN Gaming, choke point Winter's Curse, and Telecor. You ruined this. It was so well played, and now Stinger's dead.
It's a consolation prize, right? You lost the Rax, you lost the Aegis, but you know, hey, at least we got a kill on the Winter Wyvern, and they're already. This is a South American special, like we talked about. They're all smoked up. They're looking for a fight, but already Beast Coast, they know they are South American. They know that this is how the game goes. They're not going to get lured into it.
Nope. This surprise smoke. It's the big thing is the psychological factor. So unfortunately, against teams that do it themselves, it's not so much of an important factor.
Oh, the smoke's gonna pop though. Do they have detection?
They don't. They just realized, oh, Schofield just stopped this completely.
Schofield.
Look, they actually had just queued Dust. The 4 for 4 is like, guys, I forgot completely. There's a Nyx Assassin.
I'm surprised there's no angry like ping 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 ping. Oh, can he cancel out this TP? Force staff comes out. No. Schofield, you're on top of so many mines, my friend. Be careful. Stasis, not quite enough, but Chris Luck is here, and he says, get this pesky, stupid Techies out of my game. Get out of my game.
It's exactly how they all sound like. Well, that was interesting for Beast Coast. The Scythe of Ice is working wonders for them. Like, honestly, I was doubting if Chris Luck should have gone for Scythe of Ice or BKB, because earlier I saw a game where Chessie tried to, Limp tried to go for Scythe of Ice or BKB, and it didn't work out for him on the OD, but he is changing my mind. It's perfect this game. It's wonderful.
And I just scared everybody in the cast because I accidentally hit the volume button on my headset as I was trying to mute because I need to cough. My apologies, everyone. I'm sure you're all awake now, though. Do you have a button that makes it like higher volume? Yes, I do.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know that was a thing in headsets.
Oh,
why is that needed?
Absolutely. It's a great headset, but we will talk about this another time because we are officially sponsored by Sennheiser. And we will not talk about any other headsets.
Okay. I would love a headset Sennheiser.
Me too, actually, Sennheiser. If you want me to change this around, you let me know. Let a girl know. But the Chronosphere are actually going to get used on the Winter Wyvern. They're going to be able to go, stun him up. Oh, there's a save coming out, though. The Hex. This is big. If they can get the kill on his defense, can they find it? There's a lot of damage coming through here. He's ruptured. They're trying to fight through it over on the side. The Will-O-Wisp buying a little bit more time, but Hector, he gets the kill. They do have buyback now over onto this Faceless Void. They'll be able to go, throw out that Winter's Curse. Buyback is going to come out from Void. He wants to be a part of this. They'll be able to go, and they drop the hammer. 4DR and Lelis are just erased. That Stasis Trap going to buy them a little bit more time, and there is no buyback now on HFN. He already bought back. Lelis, they might have to have the buyback on this Tiny because Beast Coast, they hit maximum level here. They need to be careful. We've got mines over here. Got quite a few of them. Oh, never mind. I thought they had way more than that.
Yeah, it's just
I saw the sign and I got nervous.
That's going to be easy towers for them.
Oh, 4DR. This is looking a little bit suspect right now. Chris Luck going to just walk himself out. They do manage to have a Glimmer Cape here. Nice split earth, going to be able to land over onto Lelis. He's got to run himself out, though, very quickly before he gets taken down. Look how fast this Bloodseeker is. His ruptures again. He's going to just hold 4DR in place. They want to take this Rax. 4DR doing whatever, sorry, 444 doing whatever he can. The BKB, though, coming out from Hector. He's thinking about going for that dive. He decides, all right, no, I'm going to be good. I'm going to walk away here. I'm not going to go for the dive. We're going to finish up that mid lane of Rax, and we are just going to get out.
Beast Coast 12k lead. They're so happy. These executions are being fantastic. That last team fight where all Hector was doing is, I am going to man fight this Void until one of us dies. And he won. He won. And that's the most American thing you can have. Just scrappy fighting, going for the right objective, but properly playing these team fights and stopping that Chrono from being effective. Congratulations, Beast Coast, man. You are dealing with a lineup that's really hard to deal with. Your execution is honestly on point.
And look at this, we've got a big swing here. We're up 12k now, going over to the side of Beast Coast. Let's see if I can remember my buttons here. It's been a while since I've had to do my own observing. Spoiled Moxie, lol. But yeah, you know, they had a very firm command here on the side of paiN Gaming, and it's starting to slip. Now, keep in mind though, they have a Techies. He is the X factor. He could just place a lot of mines somewhere. Someone could not have buyback, and they could actually win the game off of that alone.
It's true, but the issue here, I will say with that, is that Teolikor has been kind of concentrating on keeping the map, you know, mined. So he has put a lot of mines in the bottom lane, making sure that you can actually increase the map for paiN Gaming, which means not many defensive mines, which are the easiest. Yeah, you can blow that up, but Teolikor, you need more time. And right now he's playing on 2 active Techies.
Now look at this, though. They are making their way over, so immediately they realize this. They're going to back off over on the side of Beast Coast. And I like the way that they split up the map right now, right? You can see the Hector and Chris Luck in the bottom lane with Whisper. All the cores busy farming, whereas now it feels like paiN Gaming, they're trying to play catch-up. The Blink Dagger on Winter Wyvern is terrifying, actually, now. Stinger has always had pretty good positioning. It's going to become even better. It's going to be almost impossible for HFN to get the chrono that he wants, because he's still a ways away from that 175 Chronosphere AoE. And they've got a smoke up.
Yeah, let's see. Beast Coast.
They want it. The jump forward. They know if they can get Hector, this is really big for them. They do have BKBs online if they want to try to go for it. I don't think they're going to chase it, though. They're happy with having the Will-O-Wisp drop. Meanwhile, another fight's breaking up over here. Hector, he's going to go chasing after Lelis, gets the Rupture off, but he's going to join the rest of his team as the Winter's Curse going to get thrown out over here onto the Faceless Void. They should be able to land that Split Earth, burn him down. There's no buyback on HFN if he dies here. They need to get enough damage off. They need to get those right clicks. They don't have it just yet. They're going to go running over here onto the high ground. The Chronosphere gets dropped, but they'll be able to go save him. Boat's going to get thrown in, too. Sorry, guys, I'm, like, dying over here. BKB, the hammer gets dropped. They don't quite finish him off, though, over here on the side. He's still alive and kicking. HFN, he's a survivor. They're leading him over to the mines with the Blink Forward coming out. They'll get the kill onto the Faceless Void. And they're still looking for more here. Can they turn this back around? The save comes out from the Winter Wyvern at the last second. They're able to take down Teolikor. They take down Lelis. That's a triple kill. Chris Luck has come online, and he's still hungry for more Avalanche. Does connect, but so does the Sheep Stick, baby. They're going to keep chasing after this guy. Do they have a way to slow him down? Can they get this kill? Oh, yeah, they will be able to. Good game. Well played. HFN, he has had enough. Beast Coast is the first SA team to make it to the Chengdu Major.
Honestly, if you're going to lose like this, any Brazilian fans out there, I know you guys are sad because paiN didn't make it yet. They could still make it, but if you're gonna lose, you like losing to a stack like this, because Beast Coast played wonderfully. You cannot be sad that paiN Gaming here made mistakes. Beast Coast just could not have done any better, honestly. And paiN Gaming, they were trying their best. Maybe a couple issues with Void's positioning, sure. That's the biggest mistake they could have. They started to lose the plot a bit later, but the draft was good. They executed this perfectly. It's just that Beast Coast does... Oh my god, that Scythe of Vice reveal, the hexes every single time, the control over the Void, they knew exactly how to go for HFN. What a game by Beast Coast.
There is no shame in losing to the 8th place winner of TI. For sure. Exactly. There's no shame in that. No. I still think paiN Gaming is most likely going to be the second team that makes it into the major. These guys, you know, unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. Like we said, that reveal of the sheep stick, like neither of us caught that. We're bad casters, GG. But it
literally just got it.
It made a huge difference. And also, I'm like super pleased with the fact that Beast Coast, they were so disciplined, right? Because paiN Gaming definitely was looking like they had the better end of this early on. They had really good farming going on, but they were very persistent on the side of Beast Coast. They knew, all right, we don't have what we need to fight yet. Let's just keep dodging. Theola Techies, I know he's going to get a lot of hate for this. You're going to be like, oh, why did they pick Techies? Blah, 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 blah. But he really did make a lot of space for them. He really was able to kind of shore up the jungle. It just, in the end, I just think Beast Coast, they played it so well. They made sure that they had what they needed before they took any bad engagements, personally.
Exactly. Don't be like your pubs, guys. Be above the pubs. Don't blame the weird pick. The pick was a good one. It worked well. It's just that, as Moxie says, Beast Coast just knew how to deal with it. So, congratulations. I'm very happy. I cannot wait to see this as a major. I will tell you now, Moxie, I think Beast Coast actually has what it takes to maybe win this major.
I want to see some Gaz in chat for all you supporters of Beast Coast. Make sure that you throw those out there. Again, don't feel bad, Brazilians. We are going to have another chance to get in there. And again, I'm pretty sure that we are going to see paiN Gaming as the other team to make it into the major. But I believe that's all from us for now. I'm not sure. I know that the mainstream is going to be taking over these SA games. Depending on when Europe is done, I'll have to check in. But in case that is not the case, thank you so much, D Swordfish, Darklight, Alvaro, whatever the heck your name is, because they have been spamming all different names in chat. It has been a treat to be able to cast these with you. I know you've been a big South American fan for a while now, so thank you for joining in. I know you're sick. I'm very sick. I'm very grateful I didn't have to cast a full best of 3 by myself like this, because I think I would have died.
Always love joining the SA Queen, as they call you here.
I'm
bringing
spoiled.
all the English viewers.
I see the crown. No, I see the crown now in the game, and they bought that for me at Midas Mode. I was like, hey, look, my crown. And I'm like, you're full of yourself, Moxie. You gotta knock it down a peg. So.
Hey man, you're very appreciated. I'll tell you, a lot of the Spanish viewers I had, like, oh, I like this Moxie woman because she respects her scene, and that's something we always say. It's very nice to have a caster that respects her scene. So much love here. Love casting the SA games with you. Couldn't find a better caster for these games. So congratulations to Beast Coast, and let's see what happens next because Europe is still going on. I don't know what's gonna happen with this next game between Liquid and NIP though.
I do not know. So we will maybe be back. I'm not 100% sure. I do have to talk to some admins, but we will see. So, hang out for now, listen to some nice chill music, and we'll see what ends up happening. Thanks, guys.